What is up? It is your girl Ruby Jew, and we are live with part 3 of the issues at hand. I sent out emails and notices, but I forgot to. I think I had one person that wanted to join, but I forgot to um reply to her with the setup and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me come on and do this myself. So we're not gonna be on long. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining your girl Ruby Jew. So these are the issues at hand. So this is episode 3. What good is a black man? The value of black man. I actually found this story that I thought was really well. I mean, real written very well, and I thought it was a good um perspective on the value of a black man. I can't even talk. A value of a black man. So look, we're gonna preview some of last month. Last month we did the feminist movement. Did the feminist movement have a negative impact on the black community? And we dug into like music. So music plays a major role in the black community. Music is like what we thrive off of. You know, back in the slave day, that's all we had is our good music and each other. So that's a lot of stuff that, you know, music is what we really thrived off of. And even to today, like when you get mad, you get angry, get sad, you listen to music. And when you're in a good mood, you listen to music. So this particular clip of last month's episode I'm going to play is about, we talked about music and how music impacts the feminist movement as well. Because you got a lot of folk nigga free songs, you got like all the independent women songs and stuff like that. So we're gonna get into that clip. We're gonna go ahead and play that, and then I'm going to mute my mic while that plays. Okay. So welcome in. This is the episode 3. This is the 3rd month. We're here. Applause. Of the issues at hand. Okay, what good is the black man? What's the value of black man? Is the black man any good to the black community? Okay, so we're gonna get into a clip from like I said in last month's episode. We talked about the feminist movement and how did the feminist movement have a negative impact on the black community? So I'm going to get into a clip. In this particular clip that I'm going to play from last month, we're talking about the music and how the music impacted, you know what I'm saying, the feminist movement, which creates, you know, the whole independent women, I don't need no nigga type shit. So let's go ahead and get into that clip. Let me go ahead and play that for y'all. Okay, go ahead and listen. I'm going to be
I love it, who I believe in loving it. But you do have that battle that comes from the feminine music where you have women talking about a hot girl summer and this. So what you have is a mixture of people who want to be in love, but then you have a whole bunch of hoochie daddies and hot girl summer women on this end. And so it does seem like the love is lost because they're trying to mix and mingle together. However, there is a big diverse battle that's right here in the middle. We have to acknowledge that because the music has changed over time. It went from people like you still have Kimber, like you said, the love Ron Isley and then the Isley brothers and the things that they were talking about, Al Green, and then it started getting more into sexual R&B. Well, now rap has completely taken over, and all you hear is negativity from both men and women. It's either about shooting, killing somebody, drugs, cheating, side chicks, baby mamas. Yes, I would say that there does seem like the love is lost because it seems like we forget what we're really looking for, and we're too busy trying to obtain something else, that independency that we really don't want.
And I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Oh,
that was all I had to say.
I was gonna say, I don't like Ruby. I don't agree with you in terms of like you never had love. I don't think he was saying that. I think he was saying like the message of love is not even lost. Is not put in the forefront versus fuck nigga free or hot girl summer or what was the song last year? What was the song?
What song last year?
Throat Baby. Remember?
Okay, so hold on,
baby.
Go ahead.
I'm about to give it to you.
I'm gonna let you finish, but this is all pertaining to the feminist movement. I'm gonna let you finish because get what? My actions is a reaction to your actions. So if I'm saying fuck you, that's because you treat me like a throat baby, and I don't fuck with you. So you know, I'm gonna let you finish what you gotta say, but I'm one thing about me, my points don't make sense at the time. But later on down the line, they do. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
It's just stuff like that. Like "Throw Baby" was a pretty hot song out there, but there might have been a a very incredible R&B song about love, and now we having a family, and I love my family, I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my in-laws, or something like that. But we didn't hear it because it wasn't put in the forefront. It wasn't didn't blow
What's
up.
up, Gertis? I ain't seen you in a while.
And people say, well, maybe it's not good music, or maybe people don't want to hear it. Maybe, we don't know. We never get a chance, but we hear Hot Girl Summer and Fuck Nigga Free and Throw Baby and all the other dumbass bullshit ratchet ass songs that are out there. And I really think that was Tank's point. Like, it's a lot of toxic music out there now. It's a lot of just overall poison, just absolute mental poison, is what I like to call it. And it's still, that comes from white supremacy. Every single bit literally comes from white supremacy.
And you
The
bring
love.
me to my points.
Mhm.
Just like you said, it come from white supremacists. Hey guys, we're live on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you go to Ruby Radio and to hear the conversation. But that's all I'm saying. Now, far as that point, okay, so music, okay, so even like in my party days, you still had Love in the Club, you still had Please Excuse My Hands, you still had that type of
Which is
music.
like rape music, damn near. Please excuse my hands. It's, I'm
Well, you have
sorry
to
that it,
think like white supremacists is going to force that because they're beast.
of
They're
course.
beast. They beast. They
But
come from
that's what Tank was
bestiality.
saying.
If
That's
you go
exactly
back
what
to
Tank was saying.
if you go back to the 1970s and you watch Tarzan, if you look at the end of the movie when the credits are rolling, you will see that the white woman is letting the monkey suck her titties. She's letting the monkey finger her pussy. If
What?
you go back and look at that, the Tarzan that came out in the 1970s, look at the credits while they're rolling in the background. While the credits are rolling, you will see these things. I watched this twice to just make sure my eyes weren't tricking, playing trick on me. That's what it is.
Of
A
course,
lot of
Tarzan was
times,
supposed to be a black dude, though.
huh?
Tarzan was supposed to be a black dude.
Well, Tarzan ended up being a white cracker with a small dick, and she had to go to a monkey to get fucked because the monkey had a longer dick than the cracker.
But
So
you know what they're trying to say.
I know what the message is. I'm not, I talk a lot of shit, but I'm far from not in the loop. But I honestly, okay, so that was the clip from last month's episode. We dug into some things. We got into how music impacted the in Tarzan. We were just talking. We basically was just, you got to listen to you gotta listen to the entire show to get like the gist of it, because we was really going into different points, but it all brought us back to the point of everything that we were talking about kind of affected the feminist movement. We talked about the history of the feminist movement. We talked about who's the white woman started the feminist movement with the independent shit. Then now we have what good is a black man? If you so independent, then what's the value of the black man? Like what it a lot of women measure black men's value by the money that they can provide, which is not what that's not what that is. So I actually have this article that I want to read real quick, and then I'm gonna get into my take on what the good is the black man, and does the black man hold any value in the black community in today's time. So let's get into this. So we do this every month, okay, once a month on a Sunday. So let me share my screen again. Stop sharing. Let me share my screen again. Hold on 1 second. Do you know the Muffin Man? I think I know the Muffin Man. All right, so let's go, because he went into telling the story about when he was born, and his grandmother, grandfather, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go down to the passage where it say, what leads to my question, what is the value of a black man? He said, the reason why I shared that story first is because it exposes what every black man normally goes through. We struggle throughout our lives trying to figure out what our value is. what is our value? The world has changed since my grandfather and the older men were in their youthful days taking care of the household. The crack epidemic destroyed the black family structure. It took the value away from the man and placed it in the woman's hand. Black men fell into traps of fast money drug addictions, which left their counterparts no choice but to take advantage of the government programs that rewarded black women for being single parents. Hallelujah. Clap your hands. We talked about that in the first episode. Black women picked up the slack when black men failed to be the leaders of the community. They became the leaders, and you can say they are still the leaders today, which leaves black men trying to figure out where do we fit into the structure. In 2016, black women were named the most educated ethnicity group. According to the National Center of Education Statistics, 64% of black women graduated with bachelor's degrees, 67% associate degrees, compared to 36% of black men with associate degrees. So on the flip side of that, black men black men comprise 37% of the United States jail population, most of any ethnic group. The value of a black man is normally based on how much we can provide and protect. Hallelujah. Clap. The value of the black men normally is based on how much they can provide and protect. In translation, how much money do we have? But how can black men protect if most are in jail? How can they provide without the proper credentials or to create sustainable incomes? These are the after effects of what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tongue-tied. I'm excited. I be talking so fast. These are the after effects of what it is. Damn, I still can't talk. Let me drink my water. I'm getting excited. I'm ready to get to the end. These are the after effects of what is tragically known as the crack era. The wreckage of the family structure caused psychological destruction to both the men and the women of the black community. You have one side of men who grind their way through without the proper credentials to make ends meet, which sometimes isn't enough, leaving the woman forced to pick up the slack, which wasn't the case for our elders. While it has formed a generation of strong women that our ancestors can be proud of, it can strain the relationship between the man and the woman. I myself are one of those men without the proper credentials and rely on a constant chase of money to provide for my wife and my son. My wife is a college educated and was raised by a generation of strong, independent black women. She makes much more money than me, but I am there to provide support emotionally, physically, financially, and sometimes the lack of financial dominance causes conflict between my wife and I. Conflict without proper communication can ruin any relationship. Proper communication is the best way of a black man or any man to find their value within the family structure. Now, Buddy spoke some points just then. So, let me turn my background music back on. So, he had some very valid points. And one of the valid points that I really wanted to point out was the value of a black man is normally based on how much we can provide and protect. In translation, how much money do we have? So I see a lot of women that walk around and be like, "Oh, if a nigga can't do this for me, then this, that, and the third. I'm independent. I do everything on my own. If a nigga can't do this for me, then he this and that." So this goes back to the feminist movement. This goes back to last month's topic when we talked about the feminist movement, how it was started, and how the government infiltrated the black family structure. Because together we a powerful race together. But if you divide us, to conquer, in order to conquer us, you must divide us and put bullshit in our head. And that's what's been going on over 400 and some years, for years and years and years and years and years. So this man right here who wrote this article talked about how the crack epidemic basically put a bad strain on the black community as well as the black family structure, which he did not lie about that. Now, in today's time, a black man really don't have no value inside of the black community. Because if he ain't giving out money, if he ain't getting no money, if he ain't coming in doing everything, like these bitches want you to cook, clean, and motherfucking pay the bills. So what's left for them to do is nothing. A lot of women are tired of being independent. They hold the world on their back. So when they meet a man, they like, okay, if you can't do this, that, and the third, then what's the point? What you here for? So a black man's value is not measured by material possessions. He can add all types of value to the black community. A black man's brain is priceless. He has the ability to create and pursue through anything. They put us through the toughest times. and we still come out on top. We still shine every day. We still barbecue. We still have a great time. So when you put a price on somebody, that's disrespectful. First of all, to put a price on something that that has no how can I say it? To put a price on something that don't deserve to be put a price on. How can he say it? To put a price on something that doesn't deserve to have a price on it. And then you have these people who cultural appropriate. So, prime example, when I mean cultural appropriate, I mean like, okay, so prime example, you will say, okay, a black man ain't this, a black man ain't that, this, that, and the third. He can't provide his family, he can't do this, he can't do that. Then you have a white man turn around and do the same thing a black man does, and it's okay. If it ain't white, it ain't right. That's what they say. So that's appropriating the culture. It's like you telling me that this black man has no value, but you turn around doing the same shit that he doing, or copying his ideas and doing the same thing that he doing to make you look like you came up with, or to make you look like you're more of a value to him. Because let's be clear, without a black man, a lot of this shit wouldn't be possible. Excuse me. Let's be clear, without black men, a lot of the things that we have and do would not be possible without black men. So the fact that they are undervalued in the community raised some type of concern for me. You know, listening, doing research, reading literatures, listening to Rashad Ali, and when she make her pinpoints about the value of a black man and how to work with a black man and this, that, and third, I'm like, damn. You know, I was always taught if a man doing this and a man can't do that, then you get him out there. Like my mama, she's still like, if a man ain't giving her no money, he gotta go. But it's not all about the money. Somebody can hand you $1 million and treat you like shit. Somebody can hand you $100 and treat you like gold. Which one you gonna go with? A black man provides protection. He also provides emotional support. He also provides spiritual support. He provides the mental capacity to help the family go through. Like a lot of times, well, when I was growing up, seeing my grandparents work together, they might have go through some hard times, but it was the brain of my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, that kept the family together, that kept everything on the up and up. Black man got brains. He gonna figure that shit out. He gonna figure that way through. And instead of them giving us that respect in our own community, black men are very disrespected, especially hardworking black men. If you got a job, you a lame. If you out here selling drugs, then you the shit. But if you got a job, you a lame. If you trying to do things the right way, that's lame in the black community. What for you go to the white community and they doing things right? Oh, they giving them round of applause. They giving them awards and all that. So I feel like the person that has it the hardest in this world is the black man. Not only do you have the world against you, but you got your black one. And it's like the whole world, basically it's the black man versus everybody. It's like the whole world is against the black man. So when we talk about the value of him, he's priceless. You know what I'm saying? But do he hold any value in the black community? I'm going to say, for my personal opinion, I'm going to say slightly. I'm going to say that he doesn't hold that much value because of the previous things we talked about. The first episode, we talked about being raised in a single parent home. Boom. Okay. Then we talked about the feminist movement. Those two things right there brought us to this conversation right here. Those two things right there really has a bad impact on the black community. A lot of men are raised in single parent homes because of, like the man said, the crack era. The crack era really fucked up the black home structure. Even before then, it was kind of messed up, but not as fucked up as it was when the crack hit. They put crack in the neighborhood to divide the black to divide the black man. So you telling me you say either have this black man in your home or take this free government assistance that we finna give you, and you chose that because guess what? You got to pull the financial slack. You got to pull that. So basically, the government is playing the role of a black man. You didn't motherfucking hear me. You didn't motherfucking hear what I said. I said basically the government is playing the role of a black man. Everything that the government is doing for these single parent homes, government assistance based on income, whatever, the government is playing as a black man. It's only thing difference is he not actually in the home, but he's doing everything. It's like they're trying to replace the black man. But you can't replace something that God put here. You can't replace something that was for the earth. We are builders. We build stuff. We go through stuff. We go through the test of time. So my opinion, I feel like this is my opinion for the black man. Has the value of the black man decreased since the beginning of time? Yes, it has. Do the black community value a black man? No, they do not. Not with the shit they do and saying how they treat them. But how can you expect somebody to treat you a certain way and your own community ain't treating you like that? How can we expect the other side, of other communities, other ethnicity groups to treat us with love and respect? We don't even treat each other with love and respect. Prime example, starting out with the black man. If a black man nowadays is like, okay, well, he black, okay, he a black dude, okay, he nice looking, but what he got? What can he do? You know what I'm saying? Everything is based off money and stuff nowadays. And I'm gonna keep, it sounds so cliche, but I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's not money is not everything. You have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to build a strong foundation. And the black man is the foundation. He built the strong foundation. If you look at it, half of these women out here are marking black men. Like everybody copies a black man. Put it on that. You want it to be trending. That's what if a black man can make it trending, you always, these commercials and Gucci commercials and stuff, they always put black people in the forefront because we're trending. We know, especially the black man, we know how to make things trend. So these are the last few points I'm going to get, and we're going to go ahead and end the show. So the last few points I'm going to get at. All right. So number one, has the value. I'm asking myself these. I'm asking these questions. You can answer these questions too if you decide to go back and watch this. Number one, has the value of a black man increased or decreased since the early 1900s? I'm going to say it has decreased. Even then, we're doing slavery, they did little things to make the woman not respect the black man, or make the woman feel like, ooh, you ain't protect me, you ain't this, that you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? To dim down the black man, to dim the black man's life. I'm gonna say it has decreased tremendously. Now the value of a black man is measured by his success and measured of what he can give out materialistically. And if he ain't got that, then it's like, okay, whatever, moving on. Then we get mad when a black man go to the other side. Oh, he dating a white woman. You ain't value him. That's what they doing. It's such a game. I can't even really get into it. I want to get into it, but it's such a motherfucking game. Like, they play so many games. You got to think about that. Think about it. You go to the other side, boom. Now the other side valuing you. Now make it look. Make it look like, well, when you was over there, they weren't working. Like, it's like gaslighting. It ain't gonna work over there either, because they don't value. They're just playing games. They just pretend like they value when they really don't. Anyway, so yes, the value of a black man has decreased. Okay, since the beginning of time. Does the black man have any value in the black community? I'm gonna say somewhat. I'm not gonna fully say he has it all, but I'm not gonna say he don't. But I'm gonna say somewhat. I'm gonna say somewhat. He has some type. He has it's a little bit there. It ain't all gone, but that's something that we as black people got to work on. We have to work on those type of things. Like, I do this stuff because these are issues that we got to talk about. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we have to talk about, things that we have to discuss, in order to see where we need to go. I usually have people up here to get other people's point of view, but today is just me, so I got to talk how I'm gonna talk, fill in how I'm gonna fill in. Okay, so I'm gonna say, does the black man have any value in the black community nowadays? Slightly. So what is the value of a black man? What is the value of a black man? What is it? Can you answer that question? Anybody? What is the value of a black man? If you're watching this video back, answer that. What is the value of a black man? Can a black man provide you with the things that you need, the essentials you need? Because when we talk about black love, you know what I'm saying? Black love goes beyond what you can do for me financially. It goes emotional, spiritually, you know, it goes physically. It's a lot that a black man brings to the table besides a financial gain. Now don't get me wrong, you got to have money. You have to, now they make it, but you have to have money to survive. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't equal up to the value of him though. Because you got rich people out, you got rich black men out here, and they have no, like, it's they don't mean shit because they don't have that structure that they want. That's why they always out around looking, doing stuff, always in and out. He doesn't know his value. And I'm gonna tell you a story. So I still catch the bus. I'm in Atlanta. I love catching the bus. Sometimes. But before I had kids, it was one early morning. I was on my way to work. I had stopped at the store and got me a strawberry. And I stopped and got me a strawberry, and I got on the bus and I sat next to this guy. And he said, "Let me ask you a question." And I said, "Yeah, I won't ever forget this." He said, the white man's brain is worth 100,000. No, he said the Chinese man brain is worth 100,000. The white man's brain is worth 20,000. How much is a black man brain worth? I said it's priceless. You can't put a price on the black man brain. We are innovative. We are creative. He said, you know what? You the first person that, and I ask people that question all the time, and you are the first person to answer that question correctly. He said most people like 1,300,000. He's like, there's no price you can put on a black man. Neither can you put a price on his value, because it's priceless. It goes beyond what money can buy. And that's what I want my community to know. A black man value goes beyond what money can buy. It goes beyond. If we start valuing our people like we're supposed to, a lot of things we wouldn't go through, a lot of things we wouldn't have to deal with if we start valuing each other, especially the black man who brings a lot to the community. But because he don't have the funds like that, we're going to look at him like, oh, he ain't nothing. He ain't worth nothing. It's a trip. It's a lot to go behind that. But I answered those questions, and I'm gonna get my final pinpoint on that, and then we're gonna end the show. But my final pinpoint on that is that I'm gonna keep saying it. I keep repeating myself. I'm talking in circles, whatever, because that's how I feel. My final pinpoint is that the value of a black man is priceless, and that a black man brings more to the table than money can ever buy. Money cannot buy the love and support a black man can bring. Money cannot buy the emotional support. Money cannot buy the things he's going to teach his children and things that he's going to teach them to survive throughout the world, throughout the life, because we've been through so much. Money cannot buy that. So the value of a black man is priceless. Is he valued in the black community like he should be? No, he's not. Because we are let the world, we have conformed to the ideology of the world. And I ain't gonna say the world, I'm gonna say the ideology of the United States. I'm gonna say the world. No, I'm gonna say the world. The ideology of the world. We have conformed to that as people. And so they giving us, how you going? They giving us what we should be saying and what we should be doing, what we should be valuing. When at the end of the day, if it went for a black man, none of this shit would be possible. So that's my final pinpoint on that. It has been your girl, Ruby Jew. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Issues at Hand, episode 3. I know I missed out. I was supposed to email some people back, but listen, I've been busy. Shit been hectic, okay? So charge it to my mind and charge it to my mind and not my heart, okay? But anyway, guys, it's been nice and fun, but your girl gotta run. Life is too short. Have fun some of the time. Ain't shit all good when your ass all broke. So keep some money in your pocket. The most expensive thing is a closed mind. So always keep your shit open. And remember to always tell the truth, even when no one is listening, because somebody hear your ass. All right? If you don't remember anything we said or did in this live video, remember that we people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. Figure out what person you are. Until next time, America, I am out. But answer those questions. What good is the black man? What is the value of a black man? Answer those questions. And comment down below. I'll holler at you. It's been real. It's been fun. Peace.